biggest thing I think for the men was we had a very successful year, and we I don't think graduated anybody from our key players. We're bringing a lot back. Bob Schmutzke, who was an All-American in the javelin. Brian Waterfield, who was a regional qualifier in the hammer, who started off the 2016 season already in December with a new school record and over 70 feet in the weight. At the time was one of the top 5 throws in the country. So we're really excited about those guys. Last year, Ryan Goose was an NCAA qualifier in the steeple, and I think, looking to see if he can get in the low 840s or under is going to be something that is, I know, his goal and what we want to see if he can do that. But there's a number of guys there that are coming off a strong cross-country season. That David Barney, I think, had a really good fall. That I think getting him going and seeing what we can do in the 1500 there will be really interested to see. And Derek had a great year last year. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. Consistently, can he be over 17 feet for the pole vault? I think will be something that I know is his goal and what we're looking forward from him. And I think getting him to Eugene is going to be the next goal for someone like Derek, and I think big things in the future for him. And I think each one of those guys is going to contribute, from throws to sprints to jumps to distance. So we got a really good group there. A couple of them, Evan Woods and Ryan McGordy, really impacted in the cross-country season. So we'll see how they do come the track season. With freshmen, we're looking for them to grow and develop and get some experience and see what they can do over the next 4 or 5 years. We'll be going back up to Boston for the ECAC IC4A championships in March. We'll be up at Penn State again like we were last year. So we'll have the main meets indoors. Outdoors will be a very similar schedule with hosting 2 home meets with the Tribe Open and the Kelowna Relay. So we're really excited about those 2 meets. The typical meets going up to George Mason and UVA are going to be the main ones on the schedule. And Elon will be hosting the conference this year. So that would be exciting to go down there and compete on Elon's track this year. The men last year, finishing second at the CAA to Northeastern. I mean, it was a great fight. The men, we covered a lot of bases and had a lot of great performances that day. We're looking forward to going down to Elon this year and seeing what we can do down there. Northeastern is going to be a very strong team this year, and I think we just got to make sure we put everything out there for them and see what we can do. But I think if everything goes the way that we're training and what they're doing, I feel that we're in a better place right now than we were last year, so that shows well. We got some upperclassmen that have developed over the last couple of years. Like Brian Waterfield has really come along in the last 3-4 years, and I think this is going to be a really big year for him. Starting out with the school record already in December, I think it's going to be something that I'm going to be really excited to see what he can do over the next 4 or 5 months, especially outdoors when we get to the hammer. I think that's where he's going to be more, you'll see more success from him. And Bob Schmutzke, I think, had a great year last year. I think building off that year, I think it's going to be something that we're looking forward to seeing what he can do, go back to the All-American again, learn from his experience of being out of Eugene. That's always a huge part of the process, and coming back with the experience to kind of see if he can be a top 10, top 5 athlete out there. Leading the guys last year, Ryan Goose in the steeple had a great year, pretty close to the school record. He's a couple of seconds off the school record, so I know he has that tattooed in his brain to see if he can get that, and I think he had a good fall, and we're looking forward to seeing what he can do in the spring.